Hi everyone, I'm Emma, this is Emma Rosen Books. I thought it would be fun, sort of every 3 months, to do a to-do list and sort of go through what I've got to try and achieve, and then maybe at the end of that space of time I can see if I actually did it. I hope I do it because I really have to do all of the things on my list. So I've got a whole load of writing stuff and then a couple of like normal life things. The first thing, this is the thing that is killing me at the moment, but it will get done because I'm a determined person. So, a long story. As I was going through the various drafts of my book, somebody advised me to take out the referencing that I put in and said, you know, it doesn't allow the book to, the story to flow. By the way, my book, I've done a release date video, is called Milk, and it's about breastfeeding. And I agreed at the time with the idea that if you take the referencing out, it does help it to flow a little bit better, and that I'm presenting myself as the expert who knows these facts. Then when I've just had the work copy edited and going through all the edits, I looked at a few things and thought, that bit there needs to be referenced because otherwise I'm plagiarising. That bit there needs to be referenced. That bit needs to be... And then I just kind of went, oh God, I'm going to have to put it all back in, aren't I? And I thought about it for a while and I came to the decision that I certainly do not want to make myself accountable for plagiarism. There are certain parts of my book where I have talked about things that just need to be referenced, like statistics and, you know, studies, certain facts that aren't common knowledge, and I know that they should have been referenced, and they were. And then I took it all out. I'm going to put it all back in. I know there are different schools of thought on how you can do it, but I think for my peace of mind, for doing things so that everything is above board, I want everything like just, yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist with this kind of thing, so it's got to be right, it just has to be, and even if it ends up being overkill, I'd rather that than somebody coming to me and say, hey, you've lifted my work and I'm not happy with that. My number one task for the next couple of months, in fact this needs to be done in the next month, is to put all the references back in my book. I've created a lot of work for myself. I'm very annoyed with myself because I know better than this. Anyway, I've got an old draft of my book that's got a lot of the referencing in, which means I can just transfer it across. I'm actually going to do it in a slightly different format this time as well, only slightly, just to, in fact it's just to make my life easier. It is just a big job and it's got to be done really in the next 2 weeks. So my plan is just not to sleep. Now the reason why there's a time limit on this is because I've got the design work booked in, because I didn't think I'd have to do a massive job of re-referencing my book. And yes, I know I've been stupid. So much regret. Yeah, so to be honest, all I've got to do is just put together the information for the designers about the size of the book, you know, the colour of the paper, what kind of ideas I have for how I want the book to look. But yeah, that does give me a deadline and I've got to sort those bits out. Unfortunately, the plan was that I would right now be in the position where everything was done, and so I didn't need to worry about my book for the next couple of weeks and could just kind of tinker with bits and bobs that needed doing, rather than what is actually happening, that I'm going to have to do loads of work. The next thing on my to-do list is my website. I've actually started putting my website together. It's meant to be on private and it doesn't seem to be working, so if you looked you'd be able to find a half-built website with some bits that are private and some bits that aren't, because it's just not going well. Well, actually it is going fine, I'm just not very experienced in website design. I will make a video about this, but it's getting there. It's certainly starting to look at a lot. It was a mess like a week ago. To be honest, the website's going to have to wait till July now. But it's half done, so that's fine. The next thing that I need to do is to actually physically produce the book. So once the design work is done, I've got to set the book up with CreateSpace and Ingram Spark, actually physically make the real thing, and order some copies in. So that's actually the really exciting bit. I'm looking forward to that. After that, I will start doing the promotion type stuff. I've actually already started doing a few bits, setting a few things up. What I mean there is contacting people, sending ARC, sending review copies. I will start the ball rolling a little bit earlier than when I actually receive the copies, because I'm going to need to start contacting people, and I would of course love some booktubers to take a look, but I will sort all of that out later. The next thing on my list is I would like to start producing a newsletter. At the moment I feel like I haven't got too much to say, because I think if I was a more established writer I'd be able to talk about how my last book was doing and what I'm working on at the moment and things I've learned. I just think I have got stuff to say, but I think there's a bit of a phase before you bring a book out where you feel like a bit of a fraud, and I think that's how I'm feeling at the moment. But once I, sort of getting through the design process, and certainly once I've got a physical book, once I've actually got some artwork for the book and things like that, I definitely want to start sorting out a newsletter. So obviously once the website, basically it's waiting on the website, once the website's up and running there'll be a newsletter sign up on it. At the moment it's there but it's not functional, and yeah. I think that's all the book stuff. It's just, as you can tell actually, other than the referencing stuff, the other stuff is not, well, marketing's big, but the rest of it is just bits and stuff that I've already started. It was just that whole referencing thing, it was just a bad idea. On top of all of that, I obviously would like to just be a mum, family stuff. June is actually a busy month for the family. It's my husband's birthday, it's Father's Day, and it's my daughter's birthday. But I'm pretty organised for all of those, and I'm trying to do things that are very easy and low-key, so actually I think that's all going to be okay. But then obviously in general I've got just, mum stuff, life stuff. So that's not really a to-do, that's just a always. I also work on some volunteer stuff, and there's some big projects going on there, and I basically have spoken to the people involved in the groups I'm in and just said, look, I've got too much work at the moment. So I will be working on those projects, but just not maybe as much as I would have done. Yeah, because my priority has got to be getting the book out on time and meeting all the deadlines. I'm going back to work next week. That's kind of a long story that I'll talk about one day. Yeah, but obviously I've been on maternity leave, so I'm back at work, so that takes up even more time, as if I didn't already have too enough to do. Finally, the gym. I quit the gym when I fell pregnant, and I've rejoined now because I'm able to leave the baby. I know that she'll stay asleep if I leave her in the evening, or that I can nip out in the day if there's a chance to be like, can I just go to the gym for half an hour? I only ever work out for half an hour. At the moment I've been going once a week, and that's not really enough, and it certainly doesn't make being a gym member worth it. So my target is twice a week. I just need to, the trouble is I sit there and kind of go, I could go to the gym or I could write. And at the moment, writing just always seems to be taking my attention. But the thing is I write better and I'm more focused if I've been to the gym, because my brain is actually firing properly. I'm definitely more functional if I go to the gym. So yeah, my target is to go twice a week. I know that's going to drop every now and again if things get too big, but yeah. That's my summer. That's my summer to-do list. Part of me is really excited about it, even the hard stuff. Part of me is looking forward to having my head stuck in it, but it just means it takes my attention away from everything else, from like being a part of the family and all of that. And of course I'm going to be looking after my kids, but it just means I'm sort of tapping out any opportunity that I get. And I don't really like to be that way, but it's only going to be really for a month. And on that note, I've got stuff to do. So I will see you all for my next video, but I will also make a video looking back at this one in 3 months' time. Please don't tell me in the comments how stupid I've been, because I know I've been really stupid. I know it was a bad decision, but it's fine, we're dealing with it. I actually want to make a video about referencing, because I hate it. Anyway, please like if you did. Leave me comments, nice ones. And if you'd like to, subscribe for more videos about books and writing. See you next time. Bye!